Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? Toastie here, Get Burned. Today I'm talking about Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 and a discussion video. Because you guys seem to like these, so I guess I'll keep doing them as long as I can actually get topics. And I've gotten a few topics already, so I'm gone for the next few videos. Anyway, let's get down to Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 before I start rambling on. Alright, so basically, guys, I looked up an interview yesterday with a guy named Hiroshi Matsuyama, and he apparently works with Namco Bandai, or he works with the game apparently, and he got interviewed about the game and actually revealed some good details on it. So I'm going to talk about the questions that he got, and then I'm going to actually talk about my opinion on the game so far from what I've seen. Okay, so the first question is, where does the Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 story begin? He says it begins with a flashback, the Nine Tails invasion arc, which is where the Masked Man and the Nine Tails attack Konoha, which is the Hidden Leaf village if you watch the English dub, and that is what the Japan Expo contained. The demo contained. That's where you play as Minato and you fight against the Masked Man, and it says after that the story will mainly be focused on events after the meeting of the Kage, which is the Fourth Great Shinobi War. So yeah, that is the first question, and then the second question: will Naruto Storm 3 focus on the Fourth Shinobi War? He said yes, that'll be the focus of the story mode. Does that mean the story will go up until the appearance of Madara? Matsumoya laughed at this and said the end is not really defined yet. The information will be revealed eventually, and there are a few surprises that be revealed before the game's release. We already know who Toby is. We already know. I guess I won't spoil it for people who don't know already, but you probably should know. But if you're keeping up to date on the manga. And the next question is, how long is story mode and how many boss battles will it contain? He said the style will be similar to Storm 2. Story mode will have several boss battles. It's too early to estimate the playing time at this moment, but CyberConnect 2 has put a lot of effort into it, especially the visual aspect. If you had watched the Nine Tails fight, you're playing as the third Hokage and the village soldiers, I guess, against the Nine Tails, it is really good. I like how they did the boss battles. And then he said, in Naruto Generations, a substitution jutsu bar system was implemented. Will that be returning? Okay, and he said, players have a lot of feedback in regards to this, and CyberConnect 2 is considering their opinions as development progresses. But the substitution bar system will stay in. Alright, so good, that means that it's coming in. We already seen that in the demo, so it kind of really isn't that much of a new piece of news right there. And he says, can players awaken from the start of the match in Naruto Storm 3? He said yes. A good example is from the Japan Expo, where Minato awakens in the battle against Masked Man. I almost said Madara. Against Masked Man. That is a story mode match, but in normal matches, players will also be able to awaken from the beginning of the match. It will vary from character to character, but early awakenings could have a severe impact, such as fatigue. This will be a new tool to add potential to combat strategy. So actually I'm going to talk about that for a few seconds. That is actually not that bad of an idea. I mean, I know that awakening is kind of annoying to go against, but if you do get consequences for using it early in the match and it wears off and you can't, and you have fatigue or whatever, you go slower, you can't really do that well as you did before, that's actually a good little thing that they put in. I'm glad they're not just letting you awaken early and then you are able to go as you normally did with person having half health. That's actually a little good news, but I don't know really about the awakening at the beginning of the match. We'll have to see when the game comes out how that is. And the next question is, it takes me a few seconds to click to every single one of these questions. Next one is, will there be a character customization in Storm 3, such as selectable jutsus, ultimate jutsus, etc.? And he said, when a character awakens, the character will have new attacks, speeds, and jutsus. As for personalization, ideas from fans have been collected, and CyberConnect 2 is formulating potential implements as development progresses. This apparently costumes have already been leaked, or not leaked, but have been confirmed already. So I guess that they're talking about changing the jutsus and the ultimate jutsus, kind of like back in the Ultimate Ninja games. That was pretty cool. You can let a character have multiple jutsus, and they be able to use out of them. Naruto is able to use the Chidori in Ultimate Ninja 3. He can use a bunch of ultimate jutsus that he had. He can use a bunch of regular jutsus, of course. So if they're returning that, that's pretty cool. And let me skip to the next question. Okay, will the characters have new costumes? Oh, so this is actually talking about what I just did. He said, yes, there have been a lot of requests for this, so new jutsus and outfits will be in. CyberConnect 2 wants to meet the fan demand as a priority. Okay, so that's actually a good thing. New costumes, that's better, because I've always wanted new costumes. I didn't want to have to switch to another form of the character to get another costume. Like, for instance, in Generations, I liked Minato as a Jonin's ultimate better than his Hokage suit ultimate, but if I wanted to use the Hokage suit, I had to switch to that other one that I don't like as much. But so now I guess that I'll be able to change it without having to change the ultimate, but whatever. Alright, so next he says, how does Matsumoya-san look at the option for creating your own ninja, village, buildings, affinities, jutsus, etc.? And he says he thinks this is very interesting, but not a feature that has been asked for too much. So apparently people haven't asked for it that much. He basically means like a character creation, kind of like Ultimate Tenkaichi's hero mode for Dragon Ball Z, except with Naruto. And that'd actually be pretty cool. I'd want to see how they would handle that in a future game. Hopefully the fan demand for it will go up and people will they'll actually make it, CyberConnect 2 or whatever. And the next one, the last question apparently for this interview. Will there be characters from Part 1, the pre-time skip characters, be in Naruto Storm 3? He says the story will focus on the Ninja War, so the characters who have appeared in Naruto Shippuden will make a comeback. Part 1 exclusive characters will not make a return. There will, however, be a lot new characters. And it says on the Namco Bandai video of the demo that Naruto Storm 3 will have the most extensive character roster for any Naruto game in the series. And by that I mean Ultimate Ninja Storm. So, what have we gathered by this? Alright, so there won't be any Part 1 characters or pre-time skip. So, no young Naruto, no young Sasuke, no young Sakura. That's all in Generations from now. They are not putting that back. It kind of makes sense since it is Naruto Ninja Storm, so it's actually focused more on Shippuden than it is on the pre-time skip. The reason that it was called Generations is because you're fighting in the pre-time skip and also in Shippuden. So I guess that it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes me a little bit sad because I actually like playing with the young characters. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't care for them. And sadly, the story mode wasn't, that great in Generations. So it didn't really get to make it like that. Like, if they made another Generations game that was like a better story mode, I guess that'd be okay, but I'm not really sure about that. So it's only focusing on the Ninja War. So as I said before, you're not going to be having any of the beginning of Shippuden to Pain. That's all in the Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. So really, there's no story there for this game, I guess. So it's only going to be, for one, it's going to start off with the flashback to when the Masked Man was actually attacking the Konoha and the Nine-Tailed Fox was also attacking. And it'll skip from there all the way to the 5 Kage Summit, or right after the 5 Kage Summit. It'll focus more on the 4th Grade Ninja War, as he said many times. If it'll show the identity of it will show the identity of the Masked Man in this game. I don't know, maybe, because they just did show it in the manga, but the game is like halfway through its development, I guess, since it does release in like March or April of next year. So I don't know. Maybe if they push it back, I'm not really sure what will happen. I really hope they don't push it back because it kind of gets annoying. But if they do push it back, that's actually also a good thing since we want a better game. So it's fine to wait longer for a better game. I like how their boss battles are returning. It's pretty cool. I like how they did it in Storm 2 and stuff. Generations and every boss battles kind of made me sad a little bit, but yeah. Sadly, it doesn't look that different. When I've seen gameplay of it, I don't know if they're going to change anything in there. It doesn't seem like it, though. Like, they have had 3 gameplays released for 3 new characters in this game. Darui, which is one of the Raikage's, sidekicks or whatever. He's the black guy with blonde hair or white hair. There's him, there's Mifune, and there's Hanzo. I don't know who Mifune and Hanzo are. I kind of forgot. If they're not, they're probably in a movie that I haven't watched yet. So those 3 have gameplays out for them that were released during Gamescom, which was earlier this month, or earlier in August. This might not be released in August, but 3 gameplays have been released. they've all shown the ultimates, the attacking, and all of that. It doesn't look that different. I'm gonna be completely honest. It doesn't look that different from any of the other games. I don't really know if people really care that much about it, but I really would have liked to see a little bit more. What's the word? Not difference. More. I really can't find the word. Like a little bit more variety, I guess, or something different done. It looks like, because a few days ago I was on Omega's stream, Omega Pro, and I was actually looking around for some screenshots, some new screenshots if there had any been released or leaked or whatever. Looking around for some, then I found one, and it'll probably be on the screen right now. And it's like of Toby fighting this huge monster. I honestly don't know what it is, but like it made me so happy at that second, because they're like, oh my god, are they bringing this back? This old system from the Ultimate Ninja games that like you are required to press a button when you do an ultimate. You press like a few buttons to like do your ultimate, because doing your ultimate regularly in Generations and all the other Naruto games, the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, kind of doesn't make me feel like I really earned it. Like, because if you press it and you fail, then you don't do as much damage, or you don't do your ultimate at all. You fail to do your ultimate. That's actually a pretty good. Like, it'll actually put a little bit more, not skill, but a little bit more balancing in the ultimates. Because occasionally people will fail their ultimates, and that's actually good. Because I don't like when people spam ultimates in Generations and stuff. So I don't know. I wish they would have brought that back. Apparently, since I watched those 3 videos, they didn't bring it back. It's just the same old from Ninja Storm 1 and 2, just like regular slash if you hit them, and that's it. So basically that is it. Like, it seems that they haven't really done that much different things apparently from the menu and the like the little screen when you finish the fight. That looks like the only thing different to me. I don't know, I might be missing something, but I just don't see anything different or innovative done in this game out of all the other games, because I thought this game would probably be the one to be different, to be the first like real different one, and like to be the one that's like funner to play. Because completely honest, the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, for me at least, and for a lot of other people, is not as fun as playing the old games, because the old games had a lot more customization and stuff like that, and it could have something to do with I always have this theory that games now aren't as good as games on the PS2 days and stuff. Maybe because they're not trying as hard, or also because they have to worry about graphics. Back then in the PS2 days, they didn't have to really worry about graphics because everything was in 480p. There was no HD. You didn't have to worry about putting a game into the best graphics it can look like, because it didn't matter back in those days. Like, for instance, let's say Ultimate Ninja 3. The graphics in that game aren't that great, and did people probably really care? No, they probably didn't care at all. They probably just cared about the gameplay. But now, if they put out a game that looks like a little bit better than Ultimate Ninja 3, but with more features than Ultimate Ninja 3, people will hate it just because the graphics are bad. I don't know. It's like the judgmental people of playing video games nowadays. So I don't know really about that, but it seems that they haven't really changed that much. So I really don't know, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think of this game so far. If you think they're actually going to change anything or whatever like that. I really hope they change something. I hope that they were just showing us like the raw gameplay, because it's still in development probably. I hope it's not finished yet, because if it's August and they've already finished it and it's supposed to release in March or April, they should be tweaking and should be working more to, like, you know, make it better. And a lot of people say that the Naruto Storm 1 stuff should be in the game. And the things that I like from Naruto Storm 1 were the fighting on the wall, like you could fight on the wall. That actually was pretty cool. And longer ultimates, like the ultimates lasted for a good 10 or 20 seconds. I find that to be better than ultimate only lasting for like 5 seconds. I don't know. Like, even though it might slow down the game a bit for you, I mean, I feel like the ultimate should take more time instead of like 5 seconds, just a quick slash and then it's over. Like, I mean, it doesn't really seem like it's that dramatic for an ultimate. Like, I don't know. It just seems like it would be a better quality thing. And also, clashing jutsus. I've wanted this. Like, it was in the old Naruto games as well, but I've always wanted clashing ultimates. I wanted to like do the same kind of thing they can do, like Rasengan and Chidori. Same kind of clash, like that kind of thing. I don't know. That just attracts me to a game a lot. I like really want to do that kind of thing. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think of this game. What do you think it's gonna be like, and if you guys are excited for it at all or not. I remember it did say that there's no pre-time skip characters, so no young characters, but it said it will have the biggest roster. So what do you guys think they're going to put in there? Movie characters, characters from the anime that aren't that important? One thing that I hope that they do in this game, I hope to God, man, I hope they put this in this game. I hope they make Silly Toby and Serious Toby 2 different characters. I hope. Because it is so annoying that your awakening has to be Serious Toby. But if you are able to go in your awakening at any point in the match, that could be fine, I guess, but then you lose it. So, I don't know. I hope that they make them separate characters. I know that the Masked Man is already Serious Toby, but I like the regular Serious Toby better. I don't know, just me, but I really hope they put that in this game. But, yep, that is it for me, guys. I talked too much about this game. Hope you all enjoyed this discussions video. It's just me rambling on about the game and stuff. Hopefully you guys got some new info from this, because I actually found this last night, and not a lot of people looked at it, I guess, but yeah, so basically, guys, that is it. I hope you all enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think of this game. What do you think it's going to be and all that stuff in the comments. I really want to see what you guys think of this game, and yeah, that is it for me, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, peace out.
Take a chance, be now,